Welcome and welcome back, my dear tarot pals. Usually, I say this is another pick a card reading. Today, this is not just another reading. It is going to cover what is the Lionsgate portal, what does the 8-8 portal mean. We're going to talk about the different traditions that exist as a part of it. We're going to break this into two different readings. The first part of the reading is going to cover what is going to happen in the month of August. So it's a typical monthly tarot spread that we've done for the rest of the year. The second part of the reading, which is where you pick your piles twice, and I'll get you to the introduction of it, we will discuss what does the Lionsgate portal bring for you, what manifestation rituals can work for you. In fact, throughout the month of August reading and the portal reading, we will cover a lot of specific rituals and manifestation techniques that can help you get to a better evolved space. This is going to be a spiritually packed reading for my tarot pals. So grab your favorite beverage. If you need to speed it up, because I don't remember the last time I watched any YouTube reading at the 1x speed. I typically go up to 2.5. Choose whichever speed works for you, because I'm telling you, this is going to be super detailed, super mega, very informative. So if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, and this is the second time you're watching my reading, which is what my analytics say of my channel, I don't know why you keep watching my readings, but don't hit subscribe. So hit subscribe and help me get to that 1,000 mark before my birthday. On that note, we're going to now dive into the pile introductions. Like any other reading, which is a general reading, you may feel drawn to more than one specific pile. You're not mandated to pick the same pile of your portal reading for the one that you've picked for your August reading. You can mix and match. You can also select more than one pile for the month of August. You may also want to select more than one pile, assigning different meanings to each of them basis the Lionsgate portal. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Of course, each has a crystal. We're going to take a deep breath, connect, place your left hand right on your chest, and I hope I did not close the mic. Okay, place your right hand right on your chest and your left on your belly. Take some deep breaths, connect, and for the first part of the reading, wherein we're going to do August 2025, your monthly spread, I have Lenormand cards. I'm going to show you one card of each. You can pick using that as the reference for your August 2025. Of course, everything I'm saying, you will find it in the description box below. You will find timestamps for everything that we're talking about, so you can skip to your specific area. Pile number 1, we have number 18 and a dog, or the Lenormand dog. Okay, for August 2025. Pile number 2, your Lenormand card here is the ring and the number 25. Pile number 3, we have the letter with the number 27. That is what you use to select your August monthly reading. Okay, this lower section is what we're going to use for our 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Now, this is pile number 1 for Lionsgate manifestations. Vishwapada is the yogini's name. That is the artwork. I hope you guys can see it. Let me just try and focus it a little more. Yep, there you go. 59. Option number 2, we have Chakreshwari, which is 42. Option number 3 for our Lionsgate is NiryaPada with number 39. I have also placed 3 crystals here, and I'll give you a close-up of that. We're going to, right after this, talk about what is the Lionsgate. So I strongly recommend don't skip that part. It'll get you information and understanding of what is it that you're working with in the portal, because what's the point of working with manifestations if you don't really understand the energy that we're tapping into, right? So pile number 1, we have pyrite. Okay. Pile number 2, we have green aventurine. And pile number 3, we have the citrine. If you need more time to pause, connect to your actually 6 different piles for this reading, you may do so. We're going to now start talking about the Lionsgate portal. What is it? In school, most of us have studied astronomy, and there is an Orion's belt, an Ursa Major, if you've heard of it. There is a star called the Sirius. Sirius A, Sirius B. Heard of it? Tell me in this comment section below if you've studied about it in school. Sirius is one of the brightest fixed stars in our constellation. From Earth, one of the brightest stars that we see is Sirius. It's a fixed star, which means we always see it, okay? It doesn't move away from us in any point of time. Sirius is also in the spiritual community known as the spiritual sun. Like the sun is the planet that rules our ego, our identity, our father figures to a certain extent. Sirius is the spiritual sun. Why? Because the Sirius burns 25 times brighter than the sun. It is more luminous than the sun. It has many, many folklores associated with it. I recommend you go read about it. But I'll tell you one of my favorite ones that still continue to be relevant in today's time. It's very deeply linked with Egypt, by the way. Egyptians have their new year with the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 portal. And why so? Because every time the fixed star, the sun and Sirius, so what is happening in the sky? The sun is right over this constellation of Sirius on this timing. The timing and the portal is July 26th till August 12th. So everything that we're going to talk about in this reading, these rituals you can do anytime between July 26th till August 12th. The energy peaks at the 8-8 date, which is the August 8 date. Doesn't mean that you have to do it on that date itself. We know of the Nile River in Egypt, right? Every time the sun and the Sirius came together, the Nile River would flood, okay? And it still continues to be true. And that is called the Nile Rising in Egypt, okay? That is why it is their new year in the Egyptian community. And many spiritualists over the years have documented that they have felt that the veil, if you understand what the veil means, is thin during this time. The connection to the divine, it's very similar, but in a very different way. The energy is like how it comes out on the 31st of October, the Halloween energy. That is a more ancestral energy. Sirius is more linked with star seeds, ascended masters, gurus. That energy is very bright around the 8th of August. The 8th of August this year happens to also coincide with the full moon happening on the 8th or the 9th, depending on which part of the world you're in. In India, it is the 9th of August when the full moon will happen in the sign of Aquarius. Full moon is always on the opposite spectrum of wherever the sun is, right? So look at your chart, your birth chart. Use any of the free tools. See where Leo is, see where Aquarius is. These, regardless of whatever comes out in your reading, these two houses are supremely activated for all of us in that time frame, okay? So July 26th to August 12th, those houses are supercharged. With what energy? That's what we're going to look at in your individual readings. If you found this informative, helpful, and kind of helps you understand what is the big deal about the 8-8 portal, do leave me a little sun in the comment section below that tells me that you heard this part of the section. Many people will skip it, you know that, right? I'd like to know who really cared to understand what is it that we're working with today. So leave me a sun emoji, and that tells me that you were the people who waited to hear the story about the Lionsgate portal. On that note, we're going to move towards our individual readings. Hello and welcome, my pile number ones. We are looking at, so what we're going to do in your reading, this part is of course focused on, I hope you've not skipped the introduction because it covered pretty much everything about how we're going to structure it, but we're going to now go one layer deeper. This is the Lenormand card that we're going to look at as to what's happening in the month of August 2025 for you. We have tarot cards that will dive deeper into August 2025, career, money, finances, relationships, health and fitness, your family, all of that, okay? We have Moonology, as always, to look at some additional oracle card guidance as to what's unfolding for you in the month of August, to wrap it up with certain self-care rituals that you should be taking on board in the month of August, okay? Let's get started. This is not, of course, the part where we're looking at the Lionsgate. That is, of course, a separate part of the reading. I hope you've made your pile selection there. The dog was the first card. We have the child, interesting. And we have the fox. I'm going to get all your oracle cards out before I start talking. We have communication is key. Adjustments are required. Communication is key came with the new moon in Gemini, which happens typically end of April or May. Sorry, May or June. Cardinal moon. These two cards came in with the reading that we just did rest of 2025. If any of you have watched that reading, or if you haven't, I'll give it to you in the card section. This is a connection here between the rest of 2025 reading that we've done with the month of August. If you've seen those cards and if you're from that pile, you'll see the resonance, right? Okay, now we'll look at your self-care cards in a while. Let's look at tarot, right? I want to get the spread out because it's anyway a long reading. Let's look at Two of Wands, the Devil, Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Five of Cups, the World, Six of Wands, oh my God, okay, and we end it with Three of Cups, okay. File number one, what's happening in the month of August? First of all, there is a new project, okay, which you begin or you should begin with childlike innocence, with a beginner's mindset. The joy that we had as a child when we discovered something fun, something interesting, something new, it's the same approach that you are needed, and you will get new opportunities to work on things, okay? New ways of approaching your relationships, new ways of approaching your friendships, how you network with people is changing in the month of August. You've been thinking about literally your setup in every way. I'm hearing the word setup a lot, so this could mean your work desk setup, your physical body setup, but the setup is changing and it's going through a makeover in the month of August, okay? The three cards together here talk about there are loyal people around you. There are unlikely friendships that can bud in life from where you are today. That said, don't be naive into rushing into everything. So there's a message here: be innocent, be open-minded, be communicative, give people chances to come close to you, to network with you, proactively reach out, be bold and make the first move when you are getting those chances to make connections, but keep your feet grounded, because someone, let's say you meet 20 people, 10 of them could be tricksters, right? 10 of them may not have the good intentions. So keep yourself grounded in the now, instead of trying to create a vision of the future. This is even in romantic relationships, right? The Devil card showed up here. Don't obsess about the story before the story has even begun. That is the only word of caution with that spread here. There is enough chances, I again repeat, to make new friends, better colleagues. There's a fresh energy of commitment and loyalty that comes for you. Okay, that's the first message for you, pile number, or rather 2-3 messages I gave there. Okay, the fact that you have cardinal moon and Gemini is all about air signs. Air signs is about ideas, creations, visions, communication. And your very first card was the Two of Wands. You're no longer stuck in the old. You're already clear in the vision of where you want to go. You have already developed, by the time you're reaching this reading, many ideas. You have, in fact, a very specific, special person perhaps, if not more than one person, who's already mirroring your frequency, who's already understanding your vision. This could be your spouse, this could be a business partner, this could be a group of friends or a group of team members who really are as committed to make this a successful process, the World card, a completion, to take you to that place. So there is vision, there is clarity. What you're still thinking is, which action do I need? August gives you that momentum. Does that make sense? So if you've been planning, if you've been on the vision board, August is a month wherein you take speed. Eight of Wands is multiple opportunities coming your way. And with multiple opportunities coming your way and communication is key, the message here with Mercury still in its shadow phase, still retrograde, proofread every email you sent. Rethink your choice of words when you're having a conversation which is important to you or maybe important to the other person. Words may sting deeper than you realize. Word may get miscommunicated or lost, and there's a sense of disappointment that can arise. That's a word of caution for the month of August. If you don't think through what your approach should be, you will miss out an opportunity which was important to you or important to somebody close to you. So that is a word of caution. Think through what you want to say, reassess, recheck, redo before you just send that email or say what you need to say. That is a deep word of caution here. The devil. There is a contract that you're holding on to very strongly. It makes you feel like this makes me feel safe. This relationship makes me feel safe. This is the best that I've ever had. I don't know if I can go beyond this. What if I never get anything better than this? That is a lie that is holding you back. For some of you, this is also overworking yourself. You think that the only way to become successful is burning the midnight oil, and that's not false. I have a huge love of hustling. But the message of caution here is, are you over-sacrificing or you holding back when it comes to spending the wealth you've earned? Are you not celebrating your joys? Are you not sharing what is making you happy? Are you no longer, again, celebrating with your friends, your community? Have you stopped sharing your success because you're so scared that somebody else will take it away from you? What is the point of the hustle then? That is the question here, okay? So don't let fear, don't let frugalness hold you back. At the same time, there's a message of balance. I'm not asking you to spend without checking your bank balance. The message here with Devil and Three of Cups could also be overindulgence. Do not spend on anything in the month of August that you did not want to buy, you did not want to do, you did not want to spend on, but a peer pressure, a situational moment, a moment of impulse, a moment of weakness, you chose to buy that thing. Okay, because many of you will spend your money on something that you will regret, disappointment, okay, on something that you really didn't need. It was a moment of pressure. Okay, another caution here given. Please ask yourself, do I really need to buy this? Am I checking my bank account? Have I made the due diligence? Okay, am I falling back into the cycles of retail therapy when I don't need it, spending on things which I don't really value, those kind of things, right? Be cautious of it. There is a promotion, there is a successful completion, world to the Six of Wands. If any of you have been planning to travel, you will start making the plans if you're not already traveling. And again, there's a balance I'm repeatedly seeing here for the month of August for pile number ones. There is a lot that will come your way. Opportunities, travel opportunities, career opportunities. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to summarize what I'm trying to say here. As those opportunities come, take a moment to step back, prioritize, ask yourself which is coming from a place of I really want to do this versus I have enough on my plate, I cannot say yes to this, adjustments are required, and I will let go of this for now, or I will park this for now because right now something else is more important to me. The only mess up that can happen is you pick something which was not of value to you and you over invested in that. Does that make sense? Okay. Leave me a little arrow if I've hit the message right in the comment section below. Leave me an emoji of arrow because there's a lot coming your way. This is a fiery month for you. We have a lot of fire cards here. Okay. There's a lot of energy build up. Capricorns are relevant for you. So are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Those are three significant zodiac signs that I'm seeing, apart from, of course, Geminis. In fact, we also have the earth air signs here. I know I give you a lot of signs, but this is a general reading. Many people will connect to different energies. Okay. Successful completion and promotions are very, very likely. Emotional reasons to celebrate, please do. Don't overindulge. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, if you can throw a party which can cost you 5,000 rupees, there's no need to be a show off and celebrate at 50,000 rupees. But that doesn't mean that you don't celebrate at 5,000 rupees. Just a specific example to make my point across, right? Similarly, if you want to express love, express it. That doesn't mean you need to write a love letter in blood. Don't go into extremes. The devil just is a warning about extremes, obsessions, lack of balance. That's the only message. Otherwise, you see the spread yourself. If you've seen enough tarot readings, there's a lot of positive cards. There is a past grief that will resurface probably around the full moon. When I say past grief, a version of your older self that you're still dreaming about. Somebody you've lost in the past and you still grieve them. Cry the tears out. you don't have to hold back the tears, but there's this reminder that it's done, that grief has to be processed and let go of. You can cry 20 times the rest of the year. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to judge yourself for it. Healing is never linear. But every time you cry, just tell yourself, I'm getting better at this. I'm releasing the pain and I'm remembering the love. I'm releasing the lesson and I'm releasing the wound and I'm holding on to the lesson. Okay, so around the full moon, you can expect that you're feeling a little heavy. You're feeling a little, even though good things are happening to you, you feel like, oh my God, I wish they were here. I wish this happened to me when I was 16 or something of that sort. Like there's a what if, could have, should have, that you are allowed to grieve. Some of you are almost like punishing yourself for would have, could have, should have, which is honestly not fair. You're allowed to grieve that part. Okay, that's, some of you need to hear it. 6 of Wands is sometimes PTSD, which is post-trauma syndrome disorder. Even in celebrations, sometimes you could be in a party in the month of August and you feel like, suddenly I felt very lonely. Suddenly I felt very hollow. Maybe you always experience it. And there's a nod from the universe that you can hold two contradictory feelings inside you. It's okay to sometimes grieve something, feel hollow, feel alone. At the same time, be the life of the party. Have a lot of opportunities, have a circle of people who really resonate. Both of them can be equally true, and it's almost like you needed to hear it from me today to find that resonance. Okay, like, I love you. Okay, that's all I want to say. Let's look at some self-care guidance, some messages that can help you in the month of August when it comes to ritualistic ways, what you should be doing daily, weekly, whatever. Look at the stars. Okay, pile number 1, I strongly recommend you go watch my reading rest of 2025 if you haven't watched it. There are some repeat cards here and I've shuffled enough. There is an interest in astrology that literally some of you may develop. Most of you are being asked, even if you're not interested in astrology, for the next 31 days, which is the month of August, look at where moon is in your birth chart. Look at where, even if you don't want to get into that birth chart level, is it a crescent moon? Is it a waxing moon? Is it a gibbous moon? And then journal. You'll see that your body gives you messages, which you can later research, is so bang on with the moon phases. Okay. Clean your space, the number 9. Literally clean your space. I don't have to over explain something so obvious. Sound healing. Crystal bowls, Tibetan sound healings. Sound healing. Okay. Listening to music that calms you, brings you back to your current state. That is what's ongoing. I think I did touch upon it, but that message again came up, so I'll say it. August will bring you many networking opportunities with people who are perhaps from different communities as well. Say yes to those events. If you get invited somewhere, to a puja, to a ceremony, to an official event, any events that you get invited to, of course, you don't have to do that if you're feeling too emotionally drained, which will be so in many months of the August. But say yes to as many as you possibly can. You'll get some opportunities, some windows opening, some perspectives coming in from the networking events that you go to. If you have stayed with me, my pile number 1s, until all the way till your August 2025, what is coming your way reading, I want you guys to leave me. How about a dress? We're wearing a literally new dress. A new version of you is emerging. So leave me a little dress emoji in the comment section below. I was looking at a dress, by the way. That's why that came in. That's a nice dress. And I will know that you're my pile number 1s and you've reached all the way till the first part of your reading. Now we're going to move towards, as I clear this out, the Lionsgate portal. What is it that pile number 1 is manifesting? You may or may not, of course, be coming from pile number 1 itself. Like I said in the introduction, somebody else who's pile number 2, 3 can also pick the pile 1. But we're now going to deep dive into the Lionsgate portal, which is on 8/8. I hope you've listened to the introduction and covered what it means. Okay. Vishwapada, that's a Yogini Oracle that we're using today. We'll talk about these Yoginis and what they activate. Yogini Pada. Anybody here who's inviting Ganesha into their home, who's celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi, who's very deeply connected to Ganesha, even though this is not the Ganesha card, by the way, she's just an embodiment, she's not Ganesh. I want you guys to type Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, because his energy is showing up so sharp here. Okay. And we have Brahmani Pada. Beautiful. Okay. We have 3 tarot cards here to talk about what is unfolding, what you can manifest, and of course the how through this Lionsgate portal. Pile ones. We have Empress. Oh my God. With the crystal rhodonite, by the way, if any of those crystals are you're drawn to. Five of Cups. With, oh my God, pile one. If you picked pile one and pile one had Five of Cups as well. Aquamarine. Page of Wands with yellow calcite. We have, should we get this out as well? Yeah, I guess we'll make space for your angel card guidance, which is ear chakras, God box, clear yourself. This is which houses in your birth chart get activated the most with this 8-8 portal of Sun transferring over Sirius. We have the 4th house. We have the 6th house. And we have the 10th house. Okay. Like I said, the Lionsgate portal starts from 26th of July, goes till the August 12th. So any of these rituals, anything that we discuss, any of the energies that come up, you may experience it anytime in that window. And the manifestations that we do, because the 8-8 portal, of course, runs until the next 8-8 portal, you can, of course, experience these energies throughout the year. Let's talk about your yoginis. Vishwapada, let me get you a close-up of her mudra. Do you see this mudra? Her thumb and her pinky finger is connected. Okay. She is on a dragonfly, which is the animal of spirituality, the dragonfly head. Okay. And I want you to just take a minute and look at her. There are some messages each of you will get individually if you just tune into her own message. And I'll tell you as we move around. Okay. Vishwapada talks about you in yourself have completed a journey of creation, sustenance, and then death, and then back to zero. You've built something, ended something, maintained something, and ended something, and now you understand. Whoever is listening to this reading, they understand how to start something, how it runs, and how it ends. A work project, a relationship, a mother-child relationship, a spouse, and something you've seen its full cycle of, and you know how to create it. That wisdom has not gone wasted. Pile number one. What are you manifesting? You're manifesting a new birth, a new creation of something that Empress here, right? Birthing. Now, each of you will birth something new. Some of you will birth a relationship, a public recognition, a complete change in the place that you live at, spiritually and physically. You're also manifesting with this 8-8 portal a profession that is deeply aligned with your day-to-day joy. That makes you feel like I am completely home. This is what is activating with this. 4th house is our home, our mother. 6th house is our debt, our diseases, our daily habits, our health and fitness. 10th house is our public image, our source of income. There is an opportunity that you can manifest wherein your job feels like I'm so at home. I'm so at peace. This is what I was meant to do. It's like life purpose. Life purpose unfolding, creation unfolding. Now, for some of you, this could be literally motherhood. 4th house is mother. This is Empress. You're manifesting. Page of Wands is a little child. That spark of energy. Yeah, you're manifesting motherhood. But for most of us who are not of that mind space, who are not there, who are not thinking about it, if it's not actual motherhood that you're aligning yourself to, it is creation of a business, of a profession, of a way of being, of a lifestyle, of a day-to-day habit, which makes you feel at home. Your soul is connected, your soul sings. Okay, you're ready to manifest, you're ready to walk. Yeah, you're ready to walk on a path which is divinely created for you. The ritual that you should be doing, pile number ones, on a piece of paper, okay, draw your own feet, right? And on that feet, write what does the path ahead, what do you want your path ahead to hold? And write it in the present tense or in the past tense, okay, not in the future tense. On a piece of paper, put your feet, draw your feet, write down everything. What does the path ahead hold for you? Walk on the feet, walk on the walk bare feet on grass, on soil. There's a very earthy connection here. Okay, those are two rituals that I've already given you for the 8-8 portal. Do this on the 8th or the 9th of August. Write down what does the path ahead hold on your literal feet, like imprint of your feet. Yogini Pada. This oracle talks about a redirection. Something that you've been manifesting for many years is now evolving. It's not like you don't want it anymore, you just want it in a different way. And that is what will unfold on this 8-8 portal. You'll suddenly start seeing that manifestation to be still desirable, just in a different way. Or somebody may give you a different way of being that changes your lens of looking at it. Your marriage, again, your career, your physical beauty, something that you've been manifesting, you've been wanting, you've been desiring, that desire still stays, but it evolves into a different way of being. Yogini Pada opens a different door for you. A doorway opens, which shows you like, oh, now I don't want it like this. I want the same money, but I don't want it in this manner. Okay. Brahmini Pada is literally talking about you are the universe. You are the universe, which means this portal gives you an access to tap in. Many of you are doing a lot of deep inner work. Most of my Taropal readers or people, I'm hopeful to inspire to do them inner work, self-improvement. Tarot is just a portal or a divination tool to help you get more closer to yourself, to your higher purpose. Brahmini Pada confirms that this is a portal of manifestation that you should not let go of, because the universe is speaking to you through you. Your dreams are going to be supremely prophetic. Pile number one. I'm not joking. There are many times in the year when this comes up, but whenever you watch this reading, at least for the next 8 days, keep a dream journal and journal every dream that comes to you, like record it, and you will see a message that is curated for your life show up for you. These two talk about dream journaling, manifesting through dreams. Many of you may want to try lucid dreaming. If you don't know what that is, Google lucid dreaming around that portal, and you may surprise yourself about outer body experiences that you have. These are not woohoo concepts. The more science you read, the more you'd know they're very real. They've happened to geniuses. Okay, so I think we talked clearly about what these cards talk about. There's an evolution that you can manifest when it comes to your physical well-being. The six-pack abs, the weight loss, the public image change, the recognition that we wanted. If you've come from pile 1 directly, you've also picked August pile number 1, you'd see the resonance here. There is some sort of a recognition, a source of income, a source of asset creation, wealth creation that you're making through this portal. You have an ability to do that. Okay, chanting Lakshmi mantra or listening to Mahalakshmi mantra will really help you. Brings me to your 2 of Cups and 5 of Cups and Page of Wands. You're still thinking, when you're listening to this reading, about 9 different ways where universe did not let you have what you wanted. Clear yourself of that energy. Release that past narrative. This didn't happen. This could have happened. They could have loved me differently. I could have cracked that examination. I could have bought that house. I could have done this. Could have, would have, should have. Literally, the first step to manifest all the blessings that we're talking about is clearing yourself of the past narrative. Cry as much as you want to tonight and then release it. Take some salt baths. In fact, for the next 12 days, if every day you can take a salt bath, that would be awesome, because you're very, very vulnerable to external energies, to anxiety, to past narratives. Salt bath helps us ground our energy back. Okay, so that's one angel guidance here. Make a little box like a trinket on 8th of August or before, and write down every time you get an anxious thought. Write down every time you self-doubt, or you are having a thought which makes you be mean to yourself. Like, oh, I wish my hair was like this. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that. I don't think if I'm that smart enough. Everybody gets those thoughts. I'm not judging you. Every time from now until the 8th of August, you have a thought like that, or rather the 12th of August, write it on a piece of paper and put it in that box. Write it on a piece of paper and put it in that box. Every worry, every anxiety. On the 9th, when it's the full moon, okay, that paper, float it in water. Let that ink drown those anxieties of yours. That is the next ritual to do a path clearance for you. The foot one was about where you're walking towards. This God box ritual is how you clear and you drown all the negative debris, all the past stories, all the self-image restrictions that you've made. There is a spark of energy and enthusiasm that you will feel right after 15th of August. If you do what we just talked about. And you mean it, of course. All of this is energy work, guys. You can write everything that you said and you not mean it, and sorry, nothing works. Okay, but if you energetically connect to it, come back and tell me after August 15th if you have a new derived sense of energy, of enthusiasm towards your life, every aspect of your life, not just one. Okay, like you feel motivated for just no reason. You have energy more than you've ever had. Your stamina increases. Okay, be very mindful of what you're listening to and who you're listening to. This is not, the next 15 days at least, avoid having any conversation with a naysayer, somebody who always has to put a doubt in your mind. Please avoid them completely. Like, don't pick up their phone, don't look at their messages, don't have a conversation with them, don't have anybody around you who can pull down your energy. And be mindful of the music that you're listening to. One of the very simple rituals for you guys is create a playlist of manifestations. What kind of life do you want? What kind of songs resonate at that frequency? So if you're listening to sad numbers, rap numbers, violence numbers, I'm not against any form of music. Just as a ritual, create a playlist that vibes the right frequency with where you're at, because your clairaudience, your ability to listen to your spirit guides through messages like this is supremely strong in this portal. A powerful manifestation era for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to channel for you, to read for you. I'm impressed. I hope you do the rituals that we've discussed. I hope you feel as connected as I do. The Empress is literally the diva energy. Libras could be relevant here, by the way, in your ascension. Anybody who's picked pile number 1, this is a very strong Libra Venus energy. Look at where your Venus also is. The color pink, the color green would be very beneficial for you as well. I think I've given you guys a lot of message. Leave me a little angel wing or an angel in the comment section below if you've reached all the way till the end of 8-8 portal, Lionsgate portal, pile number 1, my Vishwapada pile, and I will see you in your next reading. Until then, bye-bye. Pile number 2's my ring. That is the August 2025 reading for you, and green event ring. We're looking at the Lenormand part to look at what is unfolding for you in the month of August, along with your tarot cards. 8 cards for the month of August. We have Moonology and self-care rituals. Moonology to dive deeper into Oracle card guidance, and any self-care rituals that will help you in the month of August. I hope you've seen the introduction. This is the part 1 of the reading. The part 2 is, of course, around the Lionsgate portal. First, we have the ring, we have the bouquet, and we have the snake. I twisted the card like this, so I will keep the snake in the middle. Then Moonology, we have North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. This happens end of December, early January typically. Sometimes also end of Jan. New moon, a new start is coming. That's twice new moons. Okay, and a new moon card in general showing up means the next 5 new moons probably are relevant for you from now until January end. Okay, tarot cards, we have 9 of coins, which is the 9 of pentacles, 10 of swords, king of wands, 2 of swords, temperance, 8 of cups. My artists, there are a lot of artists in this file, or many artists will pick it. Moon, artists, psychologists, healers, gym therapists, something like that. Moon, 9 of swords. Okay. August 2025. There is a commitment, a contract, an offer, a gift that is coming your way. That's for sure. Okay. You get a new job, you get proposed, somebody gifts you something, some sort of a proposal from a client, some opportunity, some sort of a written contract comes your way, and it is a great thing. Okay. There's no need to be paranoid around it. Just ensure, snake in the middle, that you read the fine print. Okay, that you double check the paperwork. This is, it showed up in pile 1 as well. That energy of Mercury in shadow, somebody trying to act smart, or somebody just making a simple mistake. Sometimes it's a genuine mistake, it's a typo. So read the fine print of whatever contracts, whatever proposals, whatever opportunities you get. The terms and conditions attached are important to be cross-checked. Any new opportunity or contract that comes your way, please don't shy away from it thinking, I don't know, am I ready for it? Am I going to be good enough for it? Am I prepared for it? That is your fear. That is your inhibitions, that inner doubt, that inner critique, that love of your comfort zone trying to hold you back. So something new comes your way, say yes to it, just do your due diligence. Okay? Maybe you'll get multiple of them. So just do your due diligence. Some relationship which has run its course of time for many, many years now is ready to be left behind. The snake to the ring is also the 8 of cups, the 10 of swords. Anything that needs to be broken away from pile number 2, because it no longer serves your highest good, it no longer aligns to your vision. You emotionally know that it does not fulfill you at all, the moon card, but there are secrets, there are fears, there is societal pressure for some of you, a status pressure for some of you to keep holding on to it. If you don't let go of it in the Lionsgate portal, okay, first of all, for most of you, it will break. It is done. Okay. There is a contract that ends, there's a relationship that ends, and I'm not trying to scare you of something that you deeply love. Remember, I said this is a relationship that you know has outgrown. This is a phase, this is a status quo, this is a job that has already run its course of time. So it's not something you're really holding on to and you want to protect and you want to save and you want to relive again and again and again. If that's your story, then that's not your message. Don't take it. But if there is something that is almost like hanging by the hook and you're like thinking, oh, when am I going to be done with this? When does this really end? Now, this month. Okay, we're done. And step out of that comfort zone. If they come up and give you that opening line, if that situation shows up that you can exit. Be your best friend. That is a message here very strongly. Okay. Temperance talks about balancing your active feminine and your active masculine. A lot of what you're holding on in fear, which is even giving you sleep issues. August, you may have many days wherein you're struggling to sleep, and that lack of sleep is not because of your routine or you slept at a wrong time or you ate something wrong. It's that spiritual awakening that is needed, that is asking you, what makes you think that you're not ready to do this yourself? It's almost like an emotional codependency for many of you in August that needs to be dealt with, that will come up. There's a decision that needs to be made professionally, personally, in your family. It will vary across the board. This is a this is a general reading. Yeah. So, but there's a need to balance that active feminine and active masculine. Only doing rituals will not help you. Pile number 2. Okay. It's almost like you're waiting for the universe to, let the garbage take itself out. That's not working out for you. Okay. A Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Leo. There's a certain significant energies. Now, these could be people, these could be zodiac seasons, these could be energies of your own chart that came up very strongly, but they did. So I'm tabling that. Okay. My artist, why did I say that? You have an ability to to turn pain into power this month. Any past lesson that haunts you. And when I say artist, you could be artist. I mean, I think most of us are artists, just not everybody is a singer, dancer, painter, but to alchemize your lesson, your failure, your rejection into a powerful product, into a podcast, into into a painting that sells most. Like something that was painful converts into something that gives you money, success, power, or some sort of a reclamation. Okay, King of Wands. You're rising through that alchemizing of something that has often held you back. Maybe you've always thought a particular trait of yours, a personality trait of yours, holds you back. But now you suddenly realize, hey, hold on, I can use this personality trait in this aspect of my life and convert that into a powerful moment. That kind of an epiphany draws into you in the month of August. Okay? A decision needs to be made is the message I'm repeatedly hearing. It's almost like you're holding back the abundance, the glory, the success that you deserve, or is almost ready on the other side of you just saying no on drawing stronger boundaries around things that you no longer need. Also, pile number 2, be careful of your spine. Back aches, back injuries, they can come up. Okay, 10 of Swords sometimes talks about our spinal injuries, the health of our spine. Okay, posture checks. Those things are relevant here for you, pile number 2. The full moon, which is happening on the 9th of August, will give you many creative downloads. Some of you may actually struggle with headache, by the way, that day. Because your crown chakra could be overly activated. Chanting, praying, meditation will help you. Also, if hydration. The moon here talks about hydrating yourself, because there's clearly a lot of energetic downloads that you're getting around the full moon. Messages coming to you directly, ideas coming to you directly, and that can be an overdrive for our mental, spiritual body, right? So hydration, water, any kind of a water ritual, making a full moon water, cleansing your home with water will really help you in the month of August. Especially use that full moon energy for you. Okay. If you're questioning when this month starts, should I launch that page? Should I apply for that job? The answer is a yes. I cannot reiterate enough number of times. You have 2 9s here. We are in 2025, which is a number of 9. Very strong Mars energy. Completions, pile number 2s. You've already completed something. It's almost like you can't accept that this is done. I'm ready for the next thing. I'm ready to apply for it. The only validation you needed, let this be this reading. The only sign that you needed, let it be this reading. Okay? Because there is something that is completed. The only thing that is haunting you is you sitting there and still thinking about, is it done? Is it not done? Am I ready? Should I go? Should I keep? Should I? You know the answer. Act. You know the answer. Okay? And you may be surprised how many people support you. When you just come out and own your truth and say what you need to say, not everybody will support you, but many people who you did not expect will come out and be a part of your inner tribe, your clan, your commitment. Those are the gifts that you're ready to receive. So say yes to the new things in the month of August. Okay? Don't spiral. There's that message I'm repeatedly getting. You're spiraling on that decision that is already made. Take that action. 2 of Swords. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, we're spiraling on something. Okay, self-care rituals, positive affirmations. I can do it. I am enough. I do not need a validation. I am healthy. I'm strong. Clear your energy field. Saging, burning dried smage. And spend your time with animals. Comfort. Animals is just basically unconditional love. Wherever you feel unconditional love, do something for animals this month. Pile number 2s. There is a gift coming your way, and I want you guys to leave me a little gift emoji in the comment section below. If you've reached all the way till the end of August 2025, pile number 2s, my reading, hit that like button if I touched a nerve, if I showed you the light. I would love to get that energy exchange. We're now going to move towards the second part of the reading, which is what does the Lionsgate portal, I hope you've not skipped the introduction, when we've discussed at length what does the Lionsgate portal bring in for my piles, which is the Chakreshwari. Interesting, if you've picked pile number 2s, the pile 2 itself, because anybody could have picked pile 2 for Lionsgate. Chakreshwari, not necessary that you had to pick it as pile 2s itself. But if you did, there's a connection of chakras and crown chakra and groundedness with Chakreshwari here. That is my pile number 2s for the Lionsgate portal. What are we manifesting? What is available for us, the energy that we are connecting to on August 8th. As I said in the introduction, July 26th to August 12th is when the Sirius alignment happens with the sun. And let's look at my pile number 2s. Chakreshwari, NiryaPada. Those are my oracle cards. We'll open the spread. Then we have Anantakari. Wow. Feminine, masculine. Okay. The tarot cards here. Our strength. This is literally the Leo card, and this happens in the Leo season. So Leo could be a very strong energy in your birth chart, or somebody who's a Leo is relevant for you. 2 of Pentacles with the malachite crystal. 8 of Pentacles with again the malachite crystal. You have manifestation power. Wow, pile number 2s. We are doing a reading about manifestation and Lionsgate portal, and you have Angel Card Oracle's manifestation power. Archangel Michael, that is a divine archangel that who is accessible to you to work with in this portal. Throat chakra. Oh my God, the amount of chakra energy in this reading, and especially if you're coming from pile number 2s, you'd see what I mean. Okay, houses that get activated. 12th house, my dreamers. 8th house, my healers. And 5th house. Okay, what are you manifesting? What is opening up, and how? What rituals can you do for, hold on, yeah, for the 8-8 portal? Chakreshwari is a yogini, of course, as she sits. Okay, do you see? She has the chakra rotating. We have chakras in our body. I hope by now you've read enough and you've seen enough of my readings that you know that we have, I think, 72, 76 chakras, but the 8 significant chakras on our body, 7 significant chakras in our body. And this is pulling our attention to all 7 of them. Okay, that Kundalini rising. I think we did that reading in rest of 2020. No, this was a reading about fast forward 5 years. Your reading pile number 2s for my Lionsgate pile number 2s. Go watch my reading about 5 years, fast forward 5 years, and pile number 1 in that reading. There's a connection between what we're talking here to fast forward 5 years for you. Okay, just a side note. Okay. This is a message of Gangapada is Ganga. Okay, she flows through 3 worlds: the heaven, the earth, and the underworld. She has access to all 3. I'm doing this reading in the month of Shravan, and if you're a Hindu, this is a deeply divine month connected to Shiva. Okay, and Ganga has shown up for you, the purifier, the one who clears your path. Okay, she flows through the path, she clears your past sins. Many of you have held on to a lot of guilt or a lot of responsibilities or a lot of energies that are not yours, which means, like, let's say you have internalized the thought that you need to hold your house, you need to be the person who always keeps calm, who always is the mature one, who always pays the bills, or I'm giving you different narratives. Okay, like anything in extreme, that is what her energy talks about. She is the goddess who kills extremes or heals through extremes. There is this energy here that you've been strong, not because you wanted to be strong all the time, but because it's like, if I'm not strong, then everything else will fall apart. Nobody else can handle this situation. I'm not allowed to be playful. 5th house, joyful, romantic, easy, girly, feminine in any form or shape in certain situations, because, or in most situations, because I need to hold this together. Okay, I'm not saying you're always in your active masculine. Maybe you do this in your feminine ways. I need to cook every day. I need to be the calm one. I need to be the less reactive one. I need to not say or share about the deep, dark thoughts that's going on in my mind, because I don't want to burden my family. I don't want to tell them how anxious I am. There is this extreme internalized pressure about being the perfect son, the perfect daughter, the perfect wife, in some way or the other, just being a perfect, strong person. This portal is allowing you to release it, first of all. Okay, Archangel Michael asks you to lean on to his energy, to lean on to his protection. He's one of the most, like, in Hinduism we have Hanuman. This is a very similar energy with Archangel Michael. He's very protective. His sword is about truth and justice. You can lean on to his energy, okay, and ask for divine protection and safety. Pile number 2s, it's almost like you never feel safe in relying on something else, on an external source. You pray, maybe you pray a lot, okay, but do you really believe that if you let go of that control mechanism, of that I am so strong mechanism, that there is a higher power that can take care of it all? I don't think you do. And that is that portal energy opening to let you dive into that surrendering, that power of channeling and receiving the divine protection of Archangel Michael. You guys will benefit deeply from fire rituals. Okay. Take a bowl, light a ghee diya in it. Okay. Some kafoor, burn some kafoor in it. Watch that light. Just silently watch that kafoor burn. Don't do anything. You're not being asked to chant, pray, be, think, write. Don't do anything. Just look at that bowl of ghee diya, burning kafoor, and don't look away until it's done burning. And when it's done burning, I'm pretty sure you will cry. This pile needs a good deep cry. Maybe some of you will cry while you're even watching this reading, and I'm grateful if you do, because that's just the release that you need. You've held on to a lot of past guilt that is not yours to keep. You can release it. You're forgiven. It's almost like, I don't know who needs to hear it, but you're forgiven. Pile number 2. You can forgive those who have hurt you because you deserve peace. That's another message. Very heavy Pisces Scorpio energy here. And whatever you're trying to create in your life, that ease, that beauty, that craft will come after you've released this heaviness. Literally, my heart space is very tight when I'm doing this reading, and I'm a clairsentient, so I observe what my body goes through. Sketching. Pick up a diary, and you don't have to know what you're going to sketch. Just sketch on the 8th night. Just sketch whatever comes. For 5 minutes, give yourself an ability to just take a piece of paper, maybe scribble. Okay, there's a lot of pent-up anger, pent-up fear that this pile needs to release. And that is the first and the most important, that is the most deepest ritual that you need to do in this portal, because that is your biggest blockage right now. You need to flow with water. Okay, on the full moon night, take a bath, literally at the night, after midnight. Okay, if you can take a 5-minute shower, 5 minutes bath, if you want to make it beautiful, ritualistic, put some rose petals in that bath, put some salt in that bath with some rose petals. Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday late night, 8th night, 9th morning, if you're in India, take a bath that night and then sit out in that energy of the moonlight. Even if you can't see the moon, many of us, it's rainy season, so we can't see the moon. Sit outside for 5 minutes. Let Mother Moon heal you. Your body has an opportunity to heal chronic inflammation that you guys may have. I'm not a doctor, please remember that. I'm reading cards. But there's chronic inflammation, bloating, indigestion issues, which are all linked to this tightness, this guilt, this heaviness that you hold. Okay? I think I've given you 2 rituals so far. Okay? Your words are powerful from now till 12th of August. How are you speaking to yourself and to those around you? Whatever you're saying is manifesting. It's an orbit that you're picking up into. Throat chakra. Working with blue crystals will really help you, pile number 2. Blue lace agate, sodalite, aquamarine, lapis lazuli, any of those crystals if you have. Yeah, drinking a little lukewarm water every day, at least 1 liter of lukewarm water, will help clear out. There's a lot of, it's almost like there's energy that needs to be released, stuck. Okay, and the moment you do that, there is enough self-power, there's enough discipline in you that will drive everything that you're trying to get to. Many of you are struggling with examinations. Many of you are struggling with cracking that job. Many of you are struggling with even attracting a new romantic partner. It's because of that stuck energy. Creativity can flow through you, pile number 2s. You're manifesting, maybe for many of you, if you are somebody who's never thought of dancing, maybe you're now dancing. That night, if even like movement of any sort, you don't have to be a dancer to dance. You know that, right? Play any song, somatic exercises. That's how you can get connected. Okay. If you're dealing with any kind of an addiction and you've been fighting with it, this portal offers you an opportunity to completely release it. Like almost next morning, you wake up with no craving for it. Like let's say you have a sweet tooth issue, right? You float it in that water or you burn it in that kafoor and you say, I look at sweets and nothing happens to me. And you would literally from the next morning start maybe feeling like, I don't know, I don't crave it anymore. I'm done with it. Neuroplastery, that's what it's called. And you have an opportunity to do it in this portal. Okay, singing and dancing is very relevantly showing up for you guys. So some of you may literally pick that up as a hobby, as a portal. There's also, if any of you have been in a legal battle or you've been fearing a legal battle wherein you feel like you will not win, a taxation issue also for some of you, some very specific messages, of course, you will win it. You don't need much force around it. You just need self-belief. Okay, you need self-belief. Trust your lawyer, trust the system, trust the legality of it. You can win it, you can close the loop. That is what the 8-8 portal also opens for you. If I've helped you with the rituals that I've said, if I've touched a nerve and you resonated with what we're talking about here, I'd want you to leave me. Let's see. Archangel Michael is strongly coming up for you. How about a sword? Okay, and connect with his energy. Pile number 2s. Okay, this portal is powerful for you to release guilt, shame, burdens. That is what you can manifest, a lighter life. Hit like if this helped you, and I will see you in your next reading. Always a lot of love for you. Thank you. Pile number 3 is my last but not the least. Wow, that was pile number 2 showing up. Maybe you were drawn to pile number 2 for some reason. That crystal still stayed. Citrine. The first part of the reading, I hope you've not skipped the introduction. The first part of the reading, we're looking at August 2025 specifically. What is it that is unfolding for career, money, finances, your relationships, your health, family. We are then going to jump into the second part, which of course doesn't have to be pile 3s for pile 3s. If you've picked pile 3 for Lionsgate, that's great. The NiryaPada, okay? We'll start off with your August 2025 reading, a letter. That's your first Lenormand card. House. And Skype, okay? We have in tarot cards, 6 of coins, which is 6 of pentacles. 7 of cups, 9 of cups, okay, the wheel of fortune. Wow, pile number, okay, maybe I wanted to keep space here. I've done this differently for you guys for some reason, so we'll make space, move it here because I want to keep the oracle card there. Okay, the Chariot, 5 of coins, which is 5 of pentacles, 6 of swords, and 10 of coins. Oh my god, pile number 3. These are really positive cards. In fact, maybe just one card here looks a little iffy. Everything else about August looks wonderful. Okay, energy is gaining momentum. There we go. Have faith in your dreams. The answers you seek are coming. Full moon in Gemini, that happens typically around end of November. Okay, August 2025. There is a piece of information that comes which gives you a sense of security. This could be like a purchase of a property for some of you, house to the letter, but most of you, this could be like a finalizing of anything, a job, a visa, a client's confirmation, a big deal that you sign off, which gives you a sense of peace, a sense of stability. Skype here, the only warning is it is not completed yet. So don't lose focus, don't lose thought clarity, don't lose due diligence until you reach the end of the story, right? So if you're writing an examination and you sit down and you watch a question paper and you say, I know all the answers, and you start slowing down in writing your answers, right? You're going to miss the boat. You're going to miss out on questions. There's a timing around it. So the message here is whatever good you wanted is yes happening. Do not allow complacency to set in at this stage. It's almost like you're at the last leg of the battle. It's almost done. Finish it, wrap it up, and then celebrate. Okay, that's the first part of the message here with the Lenormand. The energy is gaining momentum. Have faith in your dreams. We're kind of seeing the same story here. But if I have to add on here a little bit, If you're any part of a spiritual practice, so let's say you've been doing any kind of a sadhana, any kind of a chanting, meditation, you've been praying to a particular deity, and you're almost questioning somewhere in your mind, is this working? Is this fast working? Did Shiva accept my Savan prayers? Is Krishna listening to my chanting? I'm just giving you some examples, right? I've been fasting on every Ekadashi. I've been chanting 108 times this. You're questioning, is my connection to the divine real? Is it being heard? Am I really going on the right path? And the answer is a yes. There's a positive affirmation that will come your way, which will confirm to you in the month of August that whatever you're doing, whichever spiritual road you're on, is working out for you. Okay, it's going to give you some sort of an answer, some sort of an affirmation, some sort of a confirmation. Okay, we'll see, of course, in the Lionsgate manifestation aspect as to if that's coming right here, right now, but definitely by November, you're getting your answers. So stay on the course, have faith in the road that you're on. Don't let go of something halfway, half projects, half jobs. Run with it, let the flow complete. Finish the complete project, finish the relationship, see the end to it before thinking like, I don't know. That's the message here, okay? 6 of coins, give and take. Bank loans, paperwork, work out in your favor. Somebody will come out and help you, probably from the authority figures. There's a lot of confusion, FOMO at play, okay? So many options, so many opportunities. There's a 9 of cups, wheel of fortune. The tide turns in your favor, a place of luck, you being at the right place at the right time, saying the right thing to the right person. You know, though we've been in those moments, I didn't really know they would love me so much for it, but they did, and I cracked it. That kind of an energy, that kind of a good luck is what you can tap into. Don't doubt it. Many of you, just now I said it and you said like, not me, never happens to me. It won't happen to you if you doubt it. It's as simple as that. Okay, so some sort of a wish fulfillment, which honestly you didn't work hard for. I will just say it as it is. It just came your way and you were like, oh wow, I didn't expect that's going to come that easy, that quick. And you question, many of you are questioning, oh, is it real? If it happens so easily, is it real? Like you trauma ass, somebody being nice to you and you're questioning. If universe is nice to you and you're questioning, is it really for me? Is it really happening? And then you're just spiraling in it and then hits the loss. Remember? So there's an opportunity, a letter, a confirmation, again, in a very different way, the cards are talking about it. Don't question it. But also doesn't mean that you don't value it. Work towards it, check it, validate it, and move ahead. Chariot is literally movement. Some of you may even be planning to buy a vehicle or selling off of a vehicle. Some of you have been trying to sell off something and it goes your way. That could be also the reverse of it. Movement, and this is also the yin and yang. Okay, the doing and the planning. You're reaching a place wherein you're much balanced than you were. Earlier, you were either spiraling on, how will I get it done? What will be the next step? And you're not taking any action. Now you're taking action, but you're also planning on the go. There's going to be many moments in the month of August wherein you're being asked to think on the feet. There's not a lot of time to prepare. There's not a lot of time of, like you've been waiting for this client to give you an appointment and you just get it. And it's like tomorrow and you don't have anything ready. So if you're sitting here thinking, is it really working for me? Maybe instead of questioning that, start making the preparations of what you seek to achieve. What if it comes in the next hour? Are you ready? Would you look like this? Would you talk like this? Would you sit like this? That is what August is about, okay? Get out of that lack mindset and ask for help. If you're struggling with anything in the month of August, don't think you know it all. 10 of coins is heritage, legacy, okay? Sometimes just go out and ask help from your family, but for many of you, more than family, this is just people you work with, okay? They can help you. Experts can help you. You're moving towards calmer water. Short distance travel is very, very likely for this pile. One city to another city, not a very long distance, long travel, but there is short travel, short distance travel. Especially for many of you, this could be even a pilgrimage, either a work site or a pilgrimage. I don't see this as a romantic couple trip, more like a pilgrimage or a short trip to somewhere which makes you feel in a lot of peace. Everything that you're creating right now is very, very ancestral energy healing, generational curse and trauma healing. 10 of coins is never instant wealth, instant gratification. It's all about long-term legacy building. Okay, some of you, of course, could literally inherit something, either as a gift, like a talent, or a physical gift like a hereditary, a transfer of shares, a transfer of a property, ownership of a property, getting a property from somebody who's paid it for you, something like that, right? So some sort of a legacy being given to you, either in a form of a talent or in a form of asset. Okay. Let's see if you're missing anything else before we move towards your self-care cards. Be careful what you wish for if you're not ready to receive it. That's a message I will repeatedly give. 9 of Cups to the 5 of Coins to the 7 of Cups. If you're half wishing something and it shows up, it may create more chaos for you. So think through, what is it that you want? This 8-8 portal, when you sit down to do your manifestations, only ask for things if you're really, really ready for them, or don't ask. Okay? Because if they come up and you create more chaos, you're just going to invite trouble, evil eye, and issues, right? So think carefully what you're wishing for. Are you really ready for it? Do you really want it? Or do you need more time to process it? Okay, we're going to move towards your self-care ritual. Sorry, I needed a glass of water there. If you've reached all the way till here, leave me a fish emoji because abundance is flowing towards you. Chanting. Some of you may be drawn to pile number 2. I don't know why I've sensed it repeatedly, and that chanting card made me think about it again. Aromatherapy, buying perfumes or literally smelling good, surrounding your space with herbs that smell good. Aromatherapy, literally. Okay, be still. Chanting and be still. The energy of Saturn is heavy for you, pile number 3s. Karmically, okay, there's a lot of foundation, success, father figures, inspiration that you will be drawn towards. Giving yourself time to be still. Shavasana, she's literally in the Shavasana pose. Yoga and chanting are 2 self-care rituals that will tremendously help you. Pile number 3 in the month of August. I hope I've helped you, I've inspired you. And if you have, don't forget to hit that like button. This is a really long reading, and we're going to move towards the last part of, or rather the next part, I don't know if that's your last part or not, for the Lionsgate portal. What is it that we are manifesting in the Lionsgate portal? Of course, if you've picked pile 3 of NiryaPada, then we are continuing in that part of your reading. If not, and you may have picked, of course, pile 1 or pile 2, which was Vishwapada or Chakreshwari, then this is where we say goodbye, and I'll see you in your next reading. And do share it with a friend and family if that helps them. Okay, pile number 3s, or my NiryaPada, that is the energy. Lionsgate portal. What is it that we are manifesting? What does the veil bring in for us? How? Leelapada. Darkness and light. And Virendripada. Okay. For your tarot cards, we have 10 of Wands, Temperance, 6 of Cups. Okay. For your angel card guidance, we have Shield Yourself, Fairies, interesting, and Vegetarian or Vegan. The houses that get most activated in this Lionsgate portal: 3rd house, 7th house, and the 9th house. The Lionsgate portal, for you guys, you've seen a lot of darkness and a lot of shadow. And I don't say that lightly. Of course, all of us have seen sorrow, sadness, heartbreak. What I mean to say here is you have carried deep heartbreaks. Okay. When I say deep, okay, let me give some examples to kind of make sense. Seeing your own house burn, parents divorced, somebody betrayed you with money and you lost everything, some family dispute that led you to be in a sense of lack or debt, humiliation at a public level, molestation, rape, something like that, right? Something which is truly dark for all humankind. You've lived it, you've survived it. And this is coming up in your Lionsgate reading because the shadows of that trauma have been deeply felt until whatever age you're in right now. Okay, it's almost like just very recently even though it could have happened to you 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 7 months ago. It doesn't matter when the timeline was. It's almost like that darkness was a part of your identity, or has been a part. And of course, makes sense, right? Such traumas do become a part of character shaping of who we are. And it shaped you, your view of the world, to an extent that, yes, it's given you strength, it's given you some depth, but it's also given you a blockage when it comes to connection, okay, when it comes to creation. Okay, some of you may have had fertility issues or hormonal issues, or something related to the womb, okay, creation and creativity. This Lionsgate portal, you finally out of whatever karmic cycle, whatever karmic debris that you had held on to from that darkness. That's why this first card is all about darkness. This is creation, light. Okay, she dances the joy of creation. Some of you have manifested or are manifesting with this portal a beautiful connection of partnership. This could be, of course, a romantic partnership, but for many of you, this is more like a soulmate, like a connection, like a friend, a philosopher, a mentor, a business partner, somebody who's really building with you, a spouse. Okay, if you're not, even if you're not married, it's almost like you feel like this is almost like a spouse to me. Okay, because they have an ability to build and create with you. You're in the mode of creation from this Lionsgate portal. Okay, and this creation brings you only joy, and it brings you a lot of courage. Third house is courage, siblings, short travel. Seventh house is partnerships, and ninth house is higher philosophy, higher learnings. Some of you may also sign up or have been thinking about signing up for a higher education, some sort of a certification course. Go for it. The ninth house is a big affirmation for it. Okay, the NiryaPada talks about protecting or guarding our truth, our authenticity fiercely. If somebody has been trying to shame you, shrink you, belittle you, make you feel like you're not good enough for that, you can never have that, or you think you're that strong, or you think you can make it happen, you're protecting yourself, or you're being asked to protect yourself. You work with black tourmaline, that crystal. Do every protection ritual that I've talked about in my Taropal Instagram page. I've done a lot of rituals around protection, sage, how you create a salt bowl. So you basically take a bowl, you put some salt, protective crystals like black tourmaline, selenite, take a nail like an iron, something of that is made of iron, put in it, put a black candle on it, and on that candle you use a knife to carve your name, your date of birth, and write words like protection, power. Hold on, I stopped because I had a very weird image, and then that image just went, so I don't know what that meant, so let's move ahead. Protection and power. And you light that candle, you watch that candle melt into that salt bowl, and you leave that salt bowl near your front door, your main door. Okay, I typically keep it like in my letterbox or somewhere where it's not very visible. It kind of protects you and your door, your home, from evil eye, okay, from any negative energy, from other people's drama. Okay, so you may want to create a salt bowl near your front door and keep it. Okay, work with selenite, moonstone. Those are some crystals that are coming up for you. The energy of Sagittarius is also showing up, apart from Libra. Your pile in my, because I'm a clairsentient, I observe what my body does. I'm zoning out a lot, like not in the sense that I'm forgetting what I have to say. Like it's almost like I get spacey in between my words, because it's almost like I'm struggling to get the message out. And whenever that happens to me, that to me is a message of, okay, I don't believe in negative energies having power over us more than positive ones. What I do believe is that all of this that we know of, nazar, psychic attacks, this, that, is more related to our own psychological loops. You see, shield yourself. Okay, clean the mirrors of your house. Pile number 3. That's another thing. Okay, your mirrors hold a lot of reflections or dirt or things that have been keeping you stagnant. It's almost like this portal opens up energetic opportunities for you wherein areas you've been stagnant. Maybe you've failed at an examination multiple times. Maybe you try chanting and you keep forgetting the mantra. It's almost like something that you keep trying again and again, but you fail at. This portal gives you an opportunity to break through that space. Okay, and you do it with ease, you do it with peace, not with frustration, not like, oh, this time I'm going to do it. No, it's not going to happen like that. Okay, it's going to happen from a sense of ease, surrender, peace. It's okay, I'm going to try again and let's see how this goes. That's the energy that will let you tap into it. Okay, any kind of way that you can connect to Mother Earth, vegetarian and vegan, is related to, and fairies, both of them are very earthy. So soil, take a piece of paper, write down whatever your path ahead should hold from the 8-8 portal, and bury it in a plant. Like literally use your hands. Use hands to remove the soil, use hands to put the paper in the pot, and then use your own hands, not tools, to bury it back. Eat fresh vegetables and green vegetables. Fast if you can on this full moon in the month of, on 9th of August, which is happening 8th, 9th to 9th of August. That fasting will release a lot of, will make you rise in, wow, I'm really struggling with this pile. It's not funny. It will make you rise from that space of fear, and some of you may actually experience paranoia. It's very funny. I'm getting messages for you, and it's almost like I am reluctant to give you your own message. And that's very funny. That never happens to me. It's almost like I am not feeling safe to say it out to you. It's not because I'm scared of how you will perceive it. It's almost like, never mind. We will ignore the aspect about that part because we don't want to feed that energy. We will shield ourselves from self-doubt, from fear, again, by connecting to the light. Okay, fire rituals, earth rituals, pile number 3. That is what will protect, heal, and open pathways for you. Okay, for this pile, I strongly recommend, if you could possibly keep any kind of a, so let's say you're a Buddhist, you want to keep a part at your home. Every religion has some sort of a part wherein there's some sort of a chanting. Some priest comes to your home and does some sort of a chanting. You will really benefit in this portal if you do that chanting, not just for yourself, but also for your ancestors. This pile has a very strong ancestral energy, and I've done a reading some months ago around ancestral healing. I strongly recommend you watch that pile number 3, okay? Because this portal is again opening up space for you to heal not just your trauma or blockages to your manifestations, but it's almost like generationally something just keeps evolving. For some of you, it could be also past life. I did not bring up these things in why pile 1 and pile 2. I don't know why pile 3 has this. So if you have it, you are my energy strong people. 6 of Cups is also soulmate, past life regression. Some of you may have tried it or maybe drawn to it. I will not recommend it to anybody who has not personally felt drawn to a past life regression. But if you have, this is a pile that can benefit from it. Okay, Brian Weiss is one of the first people I read about. Many lives, many master. I'd read about it in Shiv Puran, of course. Reincarnation is a big part of Hinduism, but I didn't really believe it. But Brian Weiss' book really made me like kind of go like, this is not as, so hypnotherapy can really help you. You may be very interested in hypnotherapy with this portal. Okay. If you are single or you've been struggling in your romantic relationship, I want to tell you that this generational trauma has been one of the reasons why it's not working out yet. And this portal, if you do the kind of rituals that we're talking about, even if you don't do it, I can assure you that you're really moving towards light from that darkness. I can already see that in your reading. You're attracting a mentor or a guru or a spiritual leader who is karmically aligned to take you to that next level. But if you do these things, I strongly feel with that temperance, which for me is always the twin flame energy, it's what is happening in your life is also happening in the life of the person you're meant to be with. Okay, it's a Lionsgate reading. I didn't do love reading for anybody in pile number 1 and 2, but pile 3s are always different. They're the Hatke pile, okay? Anyhow, so there's something that you're doing, this 8-8 portal, which even your twin flame, your other half, your better half, is also resonating at the same level, and they are also experiencing at the same level. So it's almost your rituals can heal them, their rituals is healing you. There's a mirror effect. Mirrors are hence very powerful in your life, pile number 3s. Some of you may have bought a new mirror, and that energy is deeply connected. Okay, if there is a person in your life who you don't no longer align with in any form or shape, like you don't even know why are you with them anymore, why you meet them, why do they exist, but there is some sort of a bond that keeps you together, legality, parents, this could be anybody in your life, right? Spouse, parents, children, siblings, these typically come up in these things. And you don't know where the connection is, where is even the connection going. That 10 of Wands is that heavy energy lifting. Okay, we don't understand that when we keep accepting things that are not authentically connected to us, we are also giving energy, precious prana, towards things that are supposed to be given towards creation, Leela, right? So it's almost like, imagine you could fly at 2000 kilometer per hour, but because you're still holding on to this thing, or you still give energy to this other thing, either your own wound or one of these relationships, you suddenly flying at 200 kilometers per hour, and you feel like, yeah, I'm still flying. Yeah, but your potential is to fly at 2000 kilometers per hour. You have bigger things to do. And there is somebody in your life who will enter probably around the month of November, or maybe something happens in your life in the month of November that kinds of jolts you up and wakes you to that realization, like, I'm done, I need to cut off from this thing and I'm flying higher. Okay, and that activation is what is activating in some of you may be seeing snakes, by the way, okay, as a spiritual, and I don't want to scare you like, oh, you're going to see snakes and they're going to bite you, like snakes in the sense of a spiritual protection. Okay, very different reading from pile 1 and pile 3. Tell me what resonated. I'm curious for you guys. This was very energetically different. Leave me a mirror emoji if you've reached all the way till the end of this reading by pile number 3. It's a powerful portal for you. Don't miss out on that. And you're energetically very strong people. I cannot emphasize enough on it. With that guidance and that love, I leave you here. If I helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.